Hey everybody, GReimer here, coming at you once again from Cerro Gordo Zoo, doing a little bit more building here on the zoo, doing a little bit more stuff and things. Thank you guys for joining me today. And in case you guys are wondering, update on the baby. Okay, so in case you guys didn't know, if you missed the last episode, I had a baby. I mean, I physically didn't. My wife did, but yeah, we had a baby. Little baby Lucas, he's doing fine. He's still up in the hospital at the moment in the NICU area where they bring babies that came out a little bit early and are still soft in the middle and need a little extra cooking time. But he's improving. He's showing a lot of improvement and things are going great. But yeah, I got some time here to do some household chores in real life as well as get this recording knocked out. So I thought I'd do that real fast and I give you guys something to watch on your Friday. And hopefully you guys are having a wonderful Friday. And I'm doing pretty good. I mean, like I said, the mom's healing up good, you know, and baby's here, and it's a lot of stress, people. One thing I like to do to unwind and to unstress myself a little bit, or de-stress, release some pressure, is to actually play a little bit of video games here. And so, I think this area over here needs a little love, doesn't it? Okay, so I just went around trying to block up all Enderman holes that I could find, and there's one right there I missed. There's, oh, that's a cave, never mind. So there's one I missed right there. Whatever, I'll get that in a little bit. This area right here needs some love. Now, this is on the other side of the pond. Okay, so on the northeastern side of the whole zoo right here. But it needs a little bit of TLC. I am getting to this end of the river now, okay? So we've basically done almost everything over there except for some doodadding up of some of the landscape and whatnot that needs to get done. But this area on this side of the river is going to house the large cats exhibits, okay, right here. Which, okay, I gotta have a serious talk. The panther statue that I wanted to make, I was making that on my laptop when I like my internet was down and I had some time to kill, you know. I logged in to Minecraft on my laptop and I was doing that there. And at the moment, Mojang's or Microsoft or something like that, it's having a bug right now where I can't actually log in on another computer for some reason. It keeps giving me this error code like deep sea something. I can't actually access that world. I'm trying to think outside the box. I might be able to save the world on like a thumb drive and then bring it into this one. I hate this. This game's been out for over a decade. You think logging in, just logging into the game would have been sorted out by now, but apparently something broke with the latest update or whatever, so I can't really log in to get to what my panther statue I've been working on. I kind of wanted to build it right here, actually. So I'm going to push the big cats exhibit to the side for a second until hopefully that gets sorted out. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to start working on the aviary today, okay? So now I have a kind of a rough idea of what I want to build for the aviary. And I don't really know it exactly, but it's just an idea. It's just a thought, really. Did I miss another one right here? I did, didn't I? Look at that. It's just a thought, really. But I don't want to build this. Why am I slowly floating down? I don't want to build this like just a normal standard like box house type thing. I kind of want to build it at the angle in which it's going to be resting on the edge of the water here. So I'm thinking like a dock kind of area, like not like a dock like a pier jutting out, but more like a dock that you'd like walk along the edge of. I guess that would be a pier also, wouldn't it? But anyway, not one that sticks out into the lake, but one that goes along the side of the lake right here. And then a building here that has probably like one large area and maybe a smaller area, and then a kind of like a circular tower kind of jutting up on this backside here where I want to actually... Oh, I fell in some water. Look at this. Here I am in the water. I didn't realize I was there. And like a circular tower kind of build up right here that people can go across like a bridge catwalk and go into the aviary where they're going to have all the birds flying around them. Now, ZAWA doesn't exactly have the birds constantly flying, so they're going to probably just sit on the ground a whole... Is that a zebra in a tree? That's a zebra in a tree. Okay, but yeah, they're probably just going to be sitting on the ground of the aviary. But I'll design the ground to look more like a forest floor with a lot of shrubberies and bushes and stuff, so that it's basically supposed to be an area where they can fly around. But people can be standing on like the center support of the tower with the catwalk going around it. That's my idea, okay? But how it's going to look, I'm not really too sure. So I'm going to just wing it, I think. I usually wing things and they turn out okay. So I think I'm going to do that. But we'll start first with this pier right here, getting this thing built. Hi. Okay, so post-production GReimer here. My replay that I was going to do, my nice time-lapse, got interrupted because it turns out the dynamic trees mod sort of doesn't work so well with that. And so when I cut down those trees that you saw, they just kind of come back in the later time-lapses. And they're right in the way. So let's just get on with the video. I think that's probably about enough damage to the landscape there. That should be enough space for me to build what I want. I'm thinking, because I don't need the pathway here to be too wide, actually, so I can probably start building it, like, right about here. Might be, oh, I don't know, it's going to be a tight fit. I might, if I have to, I'll push this dock out farther to give myself more room, because it's either that or I have to tear down the entire mountain. Obviously, the dock is going to be a much easier thing to do, so I'll probably just do that. There's a zombie around here. Where are you? Hi. Okay, zombie dealt with. So now I got to start planning out like the actual building itself. So the slope of the building is kind of what you're seeing right here. I mean, that's kind of a curve actually, which I don't really plan on following that, but I do want to kind of keep with that design. Now let's get some wood. Why am I seeing? I'm like, my mind is just not seeing the backpacks that I need. There we go. Let's get some wood out and actually plot out kind of where we're going to have this thing be. Now the pathway is going to be coming up here and it's going to go this way, but I think right here might be the entrance to the building. Ooh, I might need to knock that back. I might have to push this dock. Okay, let's start actually on this back end. No, I don't want to actually start right here. Let's put it right there. Bam. Bam. Executive decision. I'm going to make it. Bam. Right there. We're going to put the corner of the building there. Now, it's going to be basically a rectangular building, only it's going to be on an angle, which makes it way, way harder to build. Let me plot this out real quick and see if I can actually get a good footprint for this building. Okay, there we go. I think I got it plotted out for the most part. This actually isn't quite done right here, but now it is. So this will be where the building sits. Now I know this corner looks really weird, and I don't actually want to carve it down because I want to kind of fit it into the landscape. So it's going to be kind of built into the side of the mountain a little bit. That should leave a little bit of space back here to build. It might be starting to be built up here a little bit, you know, but it should leave a little bit of space to actually build like the base of the tower that I want to go up, kind of going along the side of the mountain right here. And that'll be where one of the aviaries is. This isn't bees, this is birds. So that'll be where one of the aviaries actually is. Now this bigger building here will be another one, and then I kind of need to squeeze one more in here someplace. There's not a lot of room, but I'll think let's just focus on one building at a time. This will definitely be a multi-episode build for sure. But first I got to get this base of this building done. Now this has to be at least 2-story building because the second floor is where the catwalk going over to the tower is going to be. So that means that I have to build a nice sturdy foundation. I think I'm going to do it out of stone. It's going to look a little similar to probably the Welcome Center from Wildwood. I'm thinking kind of, this is definitely the biggest building that we have here at Cerro Gordo. So it's going to have some good strong foundations to it. So stone foundations in the bottom, kind of a mix of, I actually grabbed some of them here, mix of andesite, stone, and gravel, as well as polished andesite in there as well. I wouldn't mind going and grabbing a bunch of vines because I don't think I have a lot of vines. Do I have a few right here? But I should actually get a vine farm going actually. Let me place that real fast. Okay, those will grow and then I can harvest them up. This is just temporary obviously, but I want to get some like mossy cobblestone going here. And I guess I could try to find a mega taiga and go dig a bunch up, but I wouldn't mind being able to craft some of my own as well. Okay, so I'm thinking stone foundation, and with kind of wood trim to it. I need to create an entranceway. Since this is going to be one of the aviaries themselves, birds will be able to fly out. However, I don't intend on making this entire building the area with the birds in it, because I kind of want to put an actual like cage area, or I guess glass cell area for the birds on one end, and so I want to kind of have this opened up. Now how many blocks is this? 3, 6, 9, carry the 2, that's 12. Okay, so that's 12 right there. So this is going to be an even entranceway. So I'm thinking kind of like a barn door kind of bay opening kind of thing right here that people can just walk in and see. And maybe I was going to try to put another entranceway right here, but I think I might skip that out because I need to create a stairwell to get up to the top floor above where probably the holding area is going to be for the birds. So, like I said, I'm winging it, people. I'm gonna wing it. But let me get the foundation built here and see what we got. Okay, this might not look like much right now, but I think I got the foundation put in for this building. This is only gonna have one entrance, and that's probably gonna be right here. So I got the stone pattern put in. I'll add the mossy cobblestone later once a little bit more of those vines grow. Hi, Enderman. Hello. How's it going? You wanna like go away? Come here. Come here. Straight up disappeared. He's gone. But yeah, once more of these grow, then I'll be able to get more of those some mossy cobblestone mixed in with this. But I can press on without it. It's not a big deal. I do have to, however, think about taking a snooze because sun's going down and creepers be creeping. So before I get too carried away with just putting in an exhibit in here right away, what I got to do is I got to think about how I'm going to get up to the top floor. One, I want to change all this flooring over so that it's just like a stone floor in here. I think that would look kind of cool, especially with the whole mining concept or mining colony kind of concept. Outside here, I'm going to be adding a little bit of more decoration too to kind of blend this into more like the mining area. But for right now, I'm just worrying about the building. But I do want to get maybe a staircase going up on this side because over there is where the tower is going to be. So over there is kind of where I want to get. Yeah, I've been talking about it being like a circular tower, and I might change that. That might be more of a box tower, come to think of it. Because, you know, like, when you're dealing with, like, a mining colony, you don't really see too many circular shapes out there as far as, like, other than maybe a water reservoir. You don't really see, like, a round tower. It's more like a wizard thing. But you would see more, like, scaffolding kind of thing with, like, a square kind of tower kind of going up, maybe, especially when you're dealing with, like, oil drilling, which is not something that they do at Cerro Gordo. But it could look kind of like more like a mining setup. I don't know. I'll work on that tower in a different episode, but let's focus on this for right now. Maybe a stairwell going up here because the tower is going to be over there, and that's where people are going to want to get to. So instead of coming up this way and then turning hard right and then you're there, maybe I'll go this way and go up above where I'm going to have one exhibit right here on the back wall here where some of the smaller birds are going to be. And then it'll be like a loft that is above it, and then you can walk over to another exit right here of this building that leads over into the actual tower. I think that might look kind of cool. I gotta think about it though. But yeah, let's get that tower is bugging me. It's going through my head like in 7 different models in my head. But let's get to work on putting this stairwell in right here. Okay, it's nothing fancy, but that actually should work right here. Now I can actually remove these right here because I don't really need them there, and that does cover up a big portion of the wood that I got to replace anyway. But yeah, that looks all right. And I got like a couple of bits and pieces in here that don't make much sense, you know, and that's okay because I don't actually intend on keeping like this all just oak wood. I don't like how that looks. I'm gonna probably sprinkle in some other stuff in there. And this right here, I don't mind it sprinkling in some stone leading all the way up there. Now this is where the second floor will be. It matches up really nice with this trim right here. And then this right about here will be where you exit to go into the tower and see all the birds in there too. So all right, let's get the floor put in then on the top floor here. It's going to end, though, right about here. This whole area on this side, though, like from basically right here to the end of the wall there, this is the exhibit for some of the birds for one of the, what did I have? Like 3 types of birds. There was like the small little birds from the jungle that weren't carnivorous. You know, they eat like seeds and stuff. There's the birds of prey exhibit, which might be the tower. And then there was a waterfowl exhibit in Wildwood. I think that covers all the bases then. I might do the waterfowl exhibit somewhere over here. Birds of prey will probably be the tower though. Okay, so the second floor is put in. I need to put some like guardrails or something up here because you know we're gonna have little kids in the zoo that just go yeet right off the edge there and hurt themselves, and we don't really want that. So let me pop that right there real quick because I missed a block. I also replaced the floor in here with all the stone that I want to do. So this is where the exhibit is going to actually be for on the bottom floor here, is underneath this overhang right here, or this loft area. So it's not a very large exhibit, obviously, but what we can do is we can actually outline this, I think, with cobble, and then we'll bring it all down this wall right there. Let's see, how's this going to work? And then what we're going to want to do is we're going to mirror this on the floor for the part that's right above it right there. And that'll be where the glass area is for seeing the birds, except for right here, I'm thinking something dark side. Maybe we'll... I don't really want to... Actually, you know what? No, actually, it's going to look good. Let's actually bring this down right here. And fill this in right there. And that's where the viewing area from inside here is going to be. But on the outside, maybe I'll knock out this wall and put some glass in there. So that way, as you're walking around on the outside of the here, like on the pier or something, there'll be a viewing window right here where you can actually see the birds flying around in there. Something kind of like that. Now that's a big open area right here. I'm going to obviously be filling that up with glass. Ooh, I got to replace these things too here with some cobble too. Cobble is what I've been using to outline basically all the exhibits here in the zoo. So let's grab the glass backpack. That's not it. That's just my miscellaneous. Where's my glass one? Which one's glass? Where is it? Found it. Holy cow, it was right in front of my face the entire time. All right, let's grab the glass backpack and let's actually seal this up just in the case I'm in here actually doing some work and, you know, creepers be creeping around trying to blow me up. That way this will keep them out of here at least. So that'll be the exhibit from the outside. You can look in and see the birds flying around in here. From the inside here, I actually knocked out this pillar here, just kind of lowered down the cobblestone a little bit there because it doesn't really work so well on half slabs. And this gives people a little bit of extra space to kind of spread out and actually see the animals. So the glass will then be going like so right there, following this pattern right here. So this gives a little bit of space here for some birds to be flapping around in. And it also leaves me the option to go up here and get the entranceway put in. But before I fill all this in, I guess I'll use up the rest of this glass. But before I do this exhibit, in fact, I probably won't get to this exhibit today. It'll probably be a next week episode type thing. I want to get the rest of this building kind of marked out and at least framed up. You know, get the supports down, the framing of the building itself down, and maybe even slap a roof on this thing. I tell you, building diagonal houses, it's a real thing. These things are actually rather tricky to make. Okay, so there's the frame of the second floor put in. Now let's grab, maybe turn a bunch of these into planks because I think I'm going to use the same thing. If you look way over there, you can see like the bathrooms and stuff and the rest of the buildings I've done over there. They're kind of framed the same way. I'm trying to keep this all relatively uniform. Of course, they don't have stone bases to them because they're smaller buildings. Kind of like little shacks, actually. This is an actual like proper building, so that's why I put a stone foundation to it. But if you look over there, they're using the firwood planks and they're using ebony wood for a roof. I'm going to keep with that just to try to keep everything uniform. And then it should look pretty good. I'm sorry, my brain's wandering. How much ebony wood do I have? Not a lot. Okay, that could be a problem. I'm going to have to collect more of that. But first let's go ahead and actually get this put in right here. Oh, it's actually 4 high like that. There we go. Let's go ahead and get all of this this firwood planks put in here so that we can actually get some walls properly built up here, and then we'll worry about the ebony wood. As I'm getting these walls put in, I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, and I'm like, Self, how are you going to do this part right here? Like, I kind of need to know the shape of the roof first so I can design this to look kind of pretty. And I don't really want to do just like an A-frame kind of style roof. Like I kind of like how I did these things over here, where it is kind of an A-frame. It's like a wide angle A-frame, you know. It's not like I'm using stairs. I was using slabs, and I could do that again, but I don't know if I like it. Like I think I might try to do. Oh, this is gonna be a bad idea because it's on an angle. I think I might try to do a curved roof. God, it just sounds bad saying it right now. I might try to do a curved roof, but to do that, I'm gonna need to get some more ebony wood because I have 8 whole logs of this stuff, and that's not. I got a stack of slabs. That's pretty cool. 1 whole planks, one whole block of planks, and a half a stack of stairs. Boy, that's not enough to cover this area. So I gotta go spend an hour or so collecting ebony wood. I should have seeds for that. I can use bone meal and grow it and chop it down, and man, it's gonna take forever. After what seems like an eternity of growing and chopping down ebony wood trees, I got about 4 stacks here. Now, ebony trees do not actually produce a whole lot of wood or leaves, so they're kind of tricky to harvest, but I got them. I actually used this one, the Biomes of Plenty sapling. So I got these ones off of the dynamic trees, and then you can actually combine them with a dirt bucket to get the other ones. So I use these because they actually produce more wood. And I use the other tree, though, which I still have growing right over there, to get more saplings if I wanted them. So that's how I've been farming them, because you can always just take the leaves off of those other trees there and then hit them with bone meal and they just instantly come back. So that's how you get more leaf blocks quickly so you can get more saplings. So 4 stacks of this stuff, huh? Let's just turn all that into planks to start off with, and I'm probably going to need a whole lot of slabs probably. I have to come up with a shape for this roof and then continue it on. Now, it's kind of a ongoing theme here in the zoo to have these roofs look kind of tattered. Like they're not just nice and flush and flat, so usually they kind of have like a little bow to them. So I got to try to figure out how I'm going to do that here as well on a larger scale though. But first I got to get up there, and I got to actually I can just straight up fly, can't I? Yeah, look at me fly. Yay, dip myself in the water. I got to get up there and actually kind of plot this thing out. Yeah, it's looking good from the bird's eye view. So I'm thinking kind of a shape like that for the roof would look pretty good. I just outlined it a little bit with stone right there, just the curvature a little bit with stone. I have to do the same thing on the other side, and then it comes time to actually start filling it in with the ebony wood slabs and trying to fit it on here correctly using just half slabs. But I'm thinking that's the shape I'm going to go with. Should turn out okay. Okay, I think I finally got the ribs, so to speak, of the roof in here. I think this is what it's going to look like right here. Now, there's a little bit of stone still lingering around here that I missed. That's okay. Oh, I fell off the roof. Look at that. But I'm thinking that's the general shape that I'm going to be going for. Yeah, okay, so now I have to spend quite a bit of time putting down a bunch of layers of these slabs here, and to see if I can actually make this look somewhat presentable. Let me actually fly up here and see what it looks like from the sky. Yep, okay, so this is gonna look all right. I just gotta, I think, I just gotta actually take some time to actually get the slabs put in place. After a lot of tweaking, I don't think this is actually correct, but I think that it's going to be fine for what I have in mind. So then you're trying to look at the slope to see if I actually did this correctly on both sides. And like right here, there's like 3 steps, and then it goes in and over right here. There's 1 step there over it. Like, this definitely is not correct. But how does this look like from the sky? Let me actually get airborne here and actually take a peek at this thing. How does this look? Does this look kind of like a build? It looks kind of like bad from that angle there, but let's actually look at it from a little different one. Yeah, you know, I guess it's not that bad. It does need a little bit of TLC though, because I want to put a little bit of my own touch on this. But let me actually get inside here. I'm gonna need some of this stuff here. Let me get inside here because I wouldn't mind putting like a support. Oh, there's a little baby zombie right there. That just scared the bejesus out of me. Go away, zombie! Shoo! I forgot. It's probably. I actually just jumped right there. Whew. Okay. I don't need these boots either. Let's get those out of my way. Ooh, feather falling too. That's not that bad. Is there any other surprises in here that's gonna cause me to have a heart attack, like a creeper or something? I don't know where that guy came from. I guess he spawned in here when I flew away just now, but let's actually get some lights in here so that doesn't happen again. Forgot about that. You know, when you put a roof over something, it blocks the sunlight and you can't really see what's going on. All right, I want to put like a support kind of in the middle right here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It is like right here actually is where it would need to go. You got it right there. That's basically where it would need to go then. Kind of arching all the way up and over here to add a little extra rigid support, like a rib in the roof here. Okay, I think I got that in there right. It's so hard to tell when you start dealing with these diagonal buildings. It's so tough to tell whether or not you have that in there correct, but I think I have that in there in the correct spot. All right, so now I need to fly up to the top of this thing and add in a little extra texture to the roof, similar to what I did to these buildings right there. See how it looks like there's a lot of extra stuff going on there? I want to add a little bit of noise to the top of this roof so it's not so straight. Like, you see those lines there? It just doesn't really work. Plus, now that I actually added the support in here, there's a couple of spots that I need to kind of hide. And you can do that very easily by just bing, like that. Done. Hidden. So it doesn't really fall in quite the way it should with like the pattern, but it does end up looking all right in the end because it just kind of blends it all together. Okay, after a little bit of tweaking on the roof here, let's actually go take a peek and see if this looks terrible or good or bad. I don't actually know. I haven't looked at it yet, so not bad. Yeah, hold on. Let me actually get on up here actually and look at it from up here. That's not too something's not right there. I guess the closer I get to it, the less happy I am with it. But I think that it's probably pretty good, and I should probably stop messing with it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna make it worse. Let me actually take another look at it here real fast. The roofs are so difficult to make, especially on angles. Yeah, okay, it looks like there is like a third, like the center rigid support in there. That's kind of what I was going for. Hi, skeleton. Okay, so there's clearly some darker areas still in here. Oh, it's right up here. Okay, but yeah, I think that works pretty good for the roof. I think that works pretty good for the roof. Okay, the roof is, I'm gonna say it, done, question mark? Done, question mark. And,
surprise,
oh, jeez Louise, holy cow. Do you think you could have jumped a little closer? Oh my gosh. Oh. What is with that? I know that like maybe jumping at the baby zombie earlier wasn't really a jump scare, but what was that? Oh, my poor heart. Okay, glass. I want to actually fill in this window real fast. Okay, there we go. Got the glass filled in. Oh, heart's still calming down from that Enderman scare there. That was incredible. I didn't actually get around to, jazzing up the dock with different colored woods, but I'm thinking that's pretty good for right now. In fact, this whole episode might be coming to an end here because currently the runtime or the recording time for this episode is like 2.5 hours, 3 hours almost. I gotta fix that. I don't like how boxy that looks right there. So I want to. What I'll probably do is I'll probably take, actually before I wrap up the episode, let me knock this out real fast. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna line the inside of the roof with that instead of having it be just a straight line across. There we go. Something like that. I think looks a little bit better. And I'll get around to doing that on the backside as well. And then I'll be able to come up with a little bit better, interesting design rather than what looks like a mouth. Right here. That's not going to be permanent. I'm going to design this to maybe have bigger windows, maybe kind of like curve it at the top a little bit or something. Something a little bit more impressive than just a rectangular square. Like I said, I still have to finish the backside here as well for that too, but I'm going to create that curved pattern going across the back here as well. And then I'll get to work on jazzing up the walls. But this build has taken me quite a while. Curved or slanted buildings always do. And I think I'm going to wrap this episode up here though, because I gotta get going on some of the chores around the house. The wife is going to kill me if I don't. So if you guys did enjoy this episode, please be sure to leave a like button before you go. And thank you guys so much for donating your eyeballs and ear holes to this episode. This will be a multi-part build, so don't worry, next week I'll be back at it doing some more work on here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye!